Hello, hello YouTubers. Hello, hello for joining us for today. Today's the OCG meta breakdown for the third one. For this is the week of the 22nd until the 25th. So last weekend, pretty much last weekend. This is pretty much last weekend. So this is just coming the end of August. We have missed this a couple of months because we could do it here today. Yeah, we could do it here. So we missed the last couple of months. So with this, so because it's not been very much support with the OCG. At the moment, we have 9 outreach. 4 of them are outreach pure. 2 are dogmatic outreach, which is horrible by the way. And then there's neuron outreach, and then there's this monstrosity of grass zombie outreach, which sounds quite interesting actually. It's a shame we can't do that version because that's the version that I mind. Then we got August on 9 exactly, 8 dogmatic on Dragon August and 1 pure August. 9 Zodiac, 7 Zodiac, 1 Zodiac, 1 dogmatic zoo, and 1 Tri Brigade zoo. Okay. Yep, see, Tri Brigade are not doing that well, so they have to be mixed with something else. And then we got Shadows. Shadow, which is 8. Is 6 Dogmanica invoke Shadow with Dogmanica Shadows. And then there's Dragma Dogmanica invoke Shadow, which is absolutely mad. It's one of those lists I will try and show you what it's like. But I just can't imagine that. Then we got Referendum, right? Okay, standard. Dogmatica invoked, former Dogmatica invoked, one was the one with the new fusion, yeah. Sky Striker 3, Sky Striker 3, Dogmatica, Sky Striker, and 1 Dragon Sky Striker, yep. Zephyr, Frank Kid. Zephyrus 5, Brankets is 4, Temple Magician, FTK is 4, and there's 4 different there's 3 different variants of that. So the better one is this one, the Hedgehog to FTK. Then there is Deco Talkers Dex. Yep, we are 3 Spire, 2 Animal Power, 2 Ultra Goot, 2 Dallas Space, 2 Mythical Beast and Demion, 2 Thunder, 1 Danger, 1 Danger well, 1 Invoke Drachma, this, yep, 1 Grand Getsmake Egg, August, Grand Round 2 decks, 1 Junk Double, 1 Neuron, 1 Fountainite, 1 Water Synchro, which I'm not sure what that even is, but I can imagine it's sort of a mermaid sort of deck, sort of use least mermaids, and more not so much mermaids and stuff like that with it, which is cool. And then there's World Legacy, Megnuts. Okay, the deck I've been trying out, it's not lying, it's been really good. So this is what the maps look like in OC at the moment. So it is 10%. 10% is 10.2 is outreach. Okay, 10% is outreach. So that's okay. That means as I said, there's 9 lists of them, and they're all different. So you're not going to be saving the same variant, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. And remember, in OCG, they've been playing for quite a few months. They were stuck for a month, then it's been on and off. It's sort of in Japan, it's been sort of in spurts. So a spurt like, oh, we're doing fine. Then, sort of like that's what's been happening with OCG with the virus, but that's what's been happening. But they've been playing this whole time. They even had an event on this weekend, in Asia, in Taiwan. Yeah, they had an event on Taiwan in the capital, in Eugene, which is a very nice place actually. So it's 25%. Okay, 10% is good. 10% is good. Means you won't see it too often, but still see it often enough you wouldn't mind. Same with August, 10.2 also. So these are the 3 best decks. So you got Outreach, Clown Mega Negation, and can make any board. Remember, you can play it control, you can play it as a combo deck, you can play it as a semi-control. It's sort of semi-control. Then we got August next is on 10.2. So the same, pretty much the same. August is not the same list always, so it depends. It mainly looks like Dragon Monica is the Dragon is the best build, okay? Which tends to be the best build because that's the best build. And because others can't really out it, so they're kind of in this weird situation. Ah, we're the best deck. Ah, but our counterbalance is this. Bam! Yeah, so it's a bit of a... very neat, I would say myself, personally. Okay, sort of a balance fact with this is you got the best deck, can't beat one of the best formats, best cards. So they are struggling against this card's 3,000 and can just negate it. And then there could be 4,000, so even, and then it's untargetable, but it can destroy it. It's like unbelievable. And then Zodiac, then they can just keep going because they can play on opponent's side. That's what makes it so good and so deadly. And they can literally now the extra, but Alex doesn't need the extra so much depending which variant you play. We've got Zodiac. Zodiac, more like it's pure Zodiac. There's a bit more space in the pure and the Dogmanica deck. I can tell you this now. I'm trying the Dogmanica variant. The Dogmanica variant is good in its own way, but you extra gets very tight. You see, Dogmanica 8 is very tight in general. Okay, because it's one of those decks. First up, Dogman does not use the X deck. They sort of use it as a weapon, like a gun. Like, if it's not full up, if it's got loads of bullets, it's gonna go cha. But if it's got none, it loses pretty much. So that's the weakness of the deck. Also, the Tri Brigade deck is the same problem. Its X deck is very tight. And yes, the Tri Brigade deck you can fit very small, the engine itself, and you can fit the Zodiac engine very small itself. But and then there's a problem with Zodiac's just got a lot more space. You can fit more hand traps, you can fit more back row, you can fit more stuff in your X deck because Zodiac's got toy X deck too. Don't forget, they got like there's only room for really 2 genetic spots, really for links, and even that's a bit tight, which is a bit worrying. Which is a bit worrying, yeah. Which is strange. So Zodiac's gonna be. It's the third best deck because they still can't out the best card of the format, which is Outlets. It's got a terrible matchup either way because I can't destroy face up. They destroy face up, but what happens is they go to the grave and then they can advance. They can keep kind of setting up for next turn. That's the slight issue with this deck. For that deck, and then August just keeps playing opponents. You can get rid of the field spell, but they can still attack, still get you, which is a shame. We know Shadows is doing pretty well. It's not doing so well. It's the 4th best deck, but it's not doing so good as it was. Yep, 9.2, 9.1, which is good. This deck is counting down, but remember the ban list was around in OCG for a bit. Which is good, which is cool. And I got no Link Ross in OCG at the moment, which is a shame. So for a photo for Nova Knights, it's a shame, yeah. And the shame with Dogmanica, people have gotten used to it and they know how to play against it and they just know how to counter this deck. People already put stuff next deck, they already put Netis and then it's a Synchro, they already got stuff against this deck, which is good. Which is cool. Sky Striker's just burning down. I think it's just got power creep over time. These decks are just better control over time, which is cool, which is good. August was before, so August is also a better deck than Sky Striker, as I always will say. Zephyr's good in general because it's Pendulum. It can do a lot of stuff, and you can build with Zephyr anywhere you like. There's no set path for this, which is good. which is cool, which is good. They're 5. The reason why they're in these so quickly is because they're 5.2, 5.7, the same. This one's 6.8, but they're pretty much the same. And then these two are the same also, with prank kits being 4.5. So there's some prank kits are doing alright with the new support. The new support for prank kits, it's really good. But against the meta, it has nothing going against it. And there's no negation. That's the problem with playing. They have to kind of set up to play on the opponent's turn, but then they know how to play against it. So maybe this is just needs a bit more support. So with this is the FTK, and the FTKs are bad in general because it means there's always one FTK. Someone sneaks into the map, and the thing with this FTK is just sneak over and over time again. Look, get rid of Temple Magician. The FTK will stop completely. Yes. And the thing with this deck is just how you build it is how you want to, which is a shame because it's one of those decks. If it was just Pendulum Edition, I would absolutely play it. But Pendulum is completely different. The Pendulum Edition deck is completely different. They've got completely different lists here today, which is strange. So, and then it's the other 25.3. There's no, you saw no salads. There's no salad now. There's no Subterras or anything like that. This is the deck you'll be facing the map in OCG. I'm okay with this sort of map. This is alright. If it was me playing OCG, I'd play further alright. Maybe Zodiac's more likely to play Zodiacs because I know how to play that deck quite well and I know what to do. And it's a bit of a one of those decks is easy to learn, but it's hard to understand what's going on. There's so many different ways of building it and playing it. It works so well. So the others are 27.3. So it really depends. And remember the ones with these decks are not very are not very popular. They're brand new. They just have the Phantom Rage set, which just have the Phantonites, the Raid Raptors, the Dino Space, the Tri Brigade. So people haven't had time to pick those cards up. They just came out. There's no Dragoonty list. Dragoonty just came out, and Dragoonty is a really big learning curve, and it's one of those decks has a combo. Will take a while to learn. Yeah, it's not a deck you can just pick up just like that. You've got to actually play the deck in time and learn how the deck works and stuff like that. With these, it's pretty much easy to pick up. People prefer a deck now to be easy to pick up. Remember, they just got back from a virus, or the Maya just got back from a virus, or the Maya just got back from stuff happening. Remember, you got to think of these carefully. Remember, it's when you're not been playing around for months, it happens, okay? And in OC, they're playing for quite a few months, so. And this is what the man looking now. I'm quite pleased with this map, but it's also quite scary when you got Outreach and August are the two best decks, okay? You got one of wants to play on the first turn, both of them want to play on the first turn and try and stop you setting up, which is really annoying if you're playing a combo deck. That's why it's best to play a control deck like Zodiac can kind of do that. You can play loads of hand traps and play quite a few traps and play a little zoo engine and go on your merry way. That's what I'll be doing. There was no salad list because salads, it's just not good now. Not good this format. Look, when you go all these, pretty much there's no good matchup for salad with this. August might have a chance, but it's quite hard. You have to build your deck to beat August with your deck. Or build your deck to beat Outreach, which is a shame. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the OCG meta breakdown for OCG metagame. For the 25th, from the 22nd and the 25th of August 2020. There will be one in September, and there will be ones coming up, and other stuff like that. There's going to be a deck file this weekend at Get Top Deck In, hopefully, and then other stuff. There will be other videos, and I hope you enjoyed and subscribe and watch all. Keep your hands safe. We'll fight through this. We'll subscribe and watch all, and we'll fight through this. Wash your hands, keep subscribing, and log me on Facebook if you want to, or Instagram you want to check me out. I haven't posted anything for a while, but if you want to, you can post on there if you like, and subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to, okay? Subscribe and watch all, and see you all next time. Bye bye.